Mein Name ist Markus, eventuell kennt ihr mich vom Internet auch als Slehtzockt und ich darf euch heute begrüßen. Wir spielen nämlich ein Spiel an mit dem Namen Alchemic Cutie und mit dabei ist Sebastian from the United States, one of the artists from the game. Welcome.
Thank you.
So you traveled here to show us the game.
I did. I traveled from the United States in Georgia.
Okay. And you're one of the artists from Alchemic Cutie.
I am the only artist.
The only
actually,
artist?
Yes. Yeah,
okay.
It's just me.
Just you?
Yep.
And today we are playing a special demo build, so the game is currently still in development?
Yes, it is. You can actually go on alchemiccutie.com and download the alpha build and try it yourself.
Okay. And how long are you developing?
So we've been working on it part-time, me and Tom, the only other person working on the game, for about 3 years. Recently we've been able to do a lot more work on it in the past couple of months, and that's how we got to the alpha build now.
3 years. And
Yeah.
what do you think, how long will it take to finish the game?
Well, ideally, we'll be able to work on it full-time over the next year, hopefully, and get it out at the end of 2019.
2019?
19.
19, also next year.
Yeah, next year.
Okay. PC only, or are you trying to get it on consoles as well?
It would be nice to get it on consoles. It seems like it would be a good fit for certain ones, and but right now,
I saw the art style, and in my head I thought it would be perfectly for the Switch.
Yeah, that's what we've been thinking too.
It's a indie or nindy console, and I guess it would fit well.
Yeah, so that would be nice, but currently we're working on Windows, Mac, and I believe we're working on Linux as well. We had to talk to Tom, he's the programmer, he'd know more about that.
Okay, so is this game crowdfunded? Do you get Kickstarted, or?
Right now we haven't gotten any funding yet.
Okay.
So we're just testing the waters, seeing who's interested, and maybe we'll do crowdfunding, but we want to work on the game more.
Yeah, maybe some people see the game today and have fun to play it, or want to play it in the near future when it's ready, or the demo build as well.
Yeah, I hope so.
So should we jump into the game?
Sure.
Okay, so we started a new game, and check it out. I only saw some screenshots and said, okay, I would like to play it. So let's do a new game. First of all, how would you describe your game, if nobody knows what it is?
Okay, the quick answer is it is a cross between Animal Crossing and Pokemon.
Okay.
So it's a game in which you go around the world, you capture these cute little jelly creatures, and they float back to your farm.
Okay.
And there you can raise them and breed them together, get stronger jellies. And in between there, you'll probably run into the different characters and stuff, and chat with them and have quests and just hang out.
So is there a gathering farming component as well, or?
Yes. So all your jellies that you catch will go into the farm, and from there as well you'll feed them and raise them, make sure they're happy, well fed, they have energy, things like that.
So yeah, you already said which game inspired you, so that would be the next question. What games inspired you to make your game? So Animal Crossing and Pokemon as well.
Yeah, so it's Animal Crossing and Pokemon, and in particular with Pokemon, we wanted the game to be easy to jump into, but I know with Pokemon you have things like the individual values, the effort values and stuff, some of the more deeper mechanics, and that's how we're approaching the jelly raising in Alchemic Cutie.
Okay. I don't know the game, so I have to read it as well.
Yeah, no
so
problem.
it's hard to talk for me on English as well. So
yeah, well, right now you're just talking to the guy. He's telling you exactly what you can do. He's saying, hey, your grandparents left. They want you to catch some jellies while they're gone, and then just get a bunch of them. And all you got to do is go up to the jellies and play the flute, and they'll dance, and you can attach a balloon to them. They'll float back.
Anything else? Remember, you need to use your flute.
Yes.
When the jellies dance, run up and catch them. Okay, naturally. So, did we get it to the inventory, or did we have to collect it, or have we collected?
Yeah, so at your bottom of the screen here is your inventory. You also see your flute is on the left other side of the inventory. It's the with the X there. You can try it now if you want.
With the X?
Yes. Okay, and now you can go outside and then run up to a jelly and use that, and you'll be able to catch them.
So I guess this way. And these are the little creatures, I guess.
Yes.
And with X, I can try to catch it.
Yep. And then you press A when you're looking at it. There you go.
Okay. We are in love. Sweet.
Yeah. And now it'll just float back, and there should already be one in there. But if you pick up some items, you can go up to them and feed it to them and stuff.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Stay with me.
Yeah, so it'll just pop down.
Feed item.
Yeah, so if you walk up to a jelly, it'll show their little screen at the top there. It shows you how happy they are, how much energy they are, and how hungry they are. And then the little pips on the side is how many items they have. And you just fed them the one that you picked up. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So I have to collect another?
Yeah, sure. There's all sorts of different colors and shapes here. In the final game, we're planning on having quite a few. And they can combine in a lot of different ways.
And I guess every type of creature has a special item that it likes very much and not so much.
Yeah, we were thinking about, well, originally we had it. We had to take it out for simplicity reasons, but we're thinking of maybe having them have favorite foods and things like that as well. But in particular right now, we have traits. So each jelly has different special things about it.
Okay.
So for example, you can have ones that pass more of their abilities onto their children when they mate.
Okay.
Or other ones they will just change color when you pet them and other stuff like that. There's going to be a whole lot of different ones.
Okay, so I guess for the Pokemon community, you can evolute them or battle with other players, or it's just single player components?
It's single player only.
Okay.
So it's more like just catching Pokemon and stuff like that. There's not very much battle, but we do plan on having competitions. So you can raise your jellies to be stronger, and you can win the competitions, like a swimming competition, eating competition, things like that. And we also, it is single player, but we are going to have a system where you can send your jellies to other people via these jelly codes.
Okay.
And this is Finn. He'll do that for you. And you just write down the code, you give it to somebody else, and they can put it into their game.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. And if you're at Gamescom, we do have little cards where you can write down the code if you want, and you can take that jelly and put it into the alpha that you download online from alchemiccutie.com.
How do I quit this menu?
Does it not work? It might be a mouse-only thing, sorry.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's alpha. So.
Yeah, still in development.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the thing that you can exchange them is pretty sweet.
Yeah. Also with Alchemic Cutie, if you look here on the left side of the screen, there's these little items on the floor.
Yes.
And those are our alchemy items.
This one, you mean?
Yes, all 4 of those.
Okay.
And with alchemy, you can combine the items that are in the jelly's stomach. You can transmute them into new items. You can make the jelly barf. If you feed it something you don't want it to eat, you give it that and it'll spit it out.
Okay.
And also there's one that breaks down those items in the jelly stomach into crystals, which you use to do more alchemy.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are all the explanations of what those items do. Yeah.
The Morph Cube turns an item into new items. The Shadow Cube turns items into crystals and spit out items. Okay, so what do we have here?
These are the items to make your jellies be in love.
So,
yeah.
Love drinks. Okay.
Yeah, basically. And you give it to the 2 jellies, they become in love, and then they have the little jelly afterwards.
Okay. So, is there a story or a story path you should follow, or is it more or less do what you want?
Yeah, it's more do what you want.
Okay.
So it's more like Animal Crossing. You'll start off the game. You'll have an overarching goal to accomplish.
Okay. So mouse only.
You're full on items right now, so you can't pick anything up. If you press Y, you'll drop things.
Okay.
Yeah, so with the style of the game, we want it to be kind of like Animal Crossing, where you can kind of wander around, do what you want. Yeah, that's how you do the alchemy, is the D-pad there in the bottom left.
Okay.
Yeah. So whenever you press it, you'll get a new item.
So is there, sorry for calling it so, a Pokedex where you can see what you have collected?
If you press
I can give you the pad as well.
Sure.
So then I can have a look at the chat as well.
So yeah, this is the jelly notebook, and it'll show all the jellies that you've caught.
Okay.
So if we go out a little bit further in the map,
he knows the game better than
yeah,
I.
a little bit, yeah.
It's hard for me
you can see that there's
to
different
talk
colors
and play
ones.
and watch the
Sure.
chat as well.
Yeah, you can find the different colors and shapes here and grab them up. Right now we're in kind of a marshy area. Right now the alpha area is going to be much smaller than the final game.
Okay.
Currently it's only 9 map areas, we'll call them. But the final one is going to be much larger. It's going to represent an entire island.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
And I guess with different zones, different weather,
yeah. So
different landscape aspects.
right. So we're planning on having like beaches, forests, the town, of course, where all the NPCs live, and different places like that, maybe swamps, things like that.
Und wir haben mal schönen guten Morgen und Grüße natürlich an alle, die jetzt im Chat zugucken. Wenn ihr Fragen habt, schreibt sie in den Chat. Ich versuche sie zu lesen und dann natürlich auch von Sebastian halt beantworten zu lassen. Also, haut raus!
Yeah. So those jellies are going to be on the way back to the farm now. That they've been attached to a balloon, and we should be able to check them out and see what kind of abilities they have. I might be able to check now, actually.
What was this thing on the top? There was a cute little thingy just walking around.
Oh, you mean these guys?
Uh-huh. This yellow one.
Yeah, these are just some NPCs here.
Ah, okay.
Okay, I didn't write that, so Tom must have put that in. I didn't. So, and then this is Gert.
Okay, check out the clump of dirt.
It's made of dirt.
Okay. Der Clumpmaster.
Yeah.
Okay. And
So, no, continue.
the thing that's walked from the right to the left with a red bubble on the head, what was that?
Oh, those are the jellies.
Okay.
So as soon as you
Different
catch,
kind of it. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Uh-huh.
So I went down to a different part of the map and caught them, and now they're floating back.
Okay.
And once they get in the farm, the balloon will pop, and they'll be in the farm. And
So everything you collect will come automatically to the farm.
not items. If you have items, you have to bring it back to the farm. But all the jellies that you catch, they automatically go there.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to carry them back.
So the tag gonna catch them all. It's here as well.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
And you can also change the colors and the shapes and stuff if you feed them certain items. Also, if you wanted, let's say, if you wanted a green jelly with antennas, then you could get these two to have a child jelly, and hopefully they'll pass the right color and shape to the child. Yeah. So if we look now, you'll see this one's Insomniac. It doesn't sleep. This one is Legacy. It gives more abilities to its children. Quick Learner. This is one that increases its lowest abilities the most quickly.
Are those traits somewhere explained?
In the alpha, we're still working on our documentation for stuff. So unfortunately,
because for me, I see turbo tummy and I don't know what it means.
Yeah.
So you have thinking about it, what it should be.
Yeah.
But as a player, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, we're gonna have tooltips for all this stuff once we get farther into the alpha, and we're working on it more. So, yeah, they've got all these different traits and stuff, and you can breed them together.
So. Could the jellies probably resist if you want to tame them, or it's not in the game right now?
No, there's not going to be any resisting as far as capturing them. You want to be able to find them and get them to the farm. Yeah. We originally did have something similar to that where they would run away, but the problem is they're jellies, they're not very fast. So we couldn't figure out a way. It's like, well, they can't really run away, so you just catch them.
Maybe not run away, but despawn or something like that.
Well, we do have it where in different times of day, eventually you get new jellies in that area.
So
like
special time, special jelly, special season, special no screen anymore. Okay, sometimes something unexpected happens.
Yeah.
So
throughout the areas, we'll have different time-based spawns for different jellies, and also based on the area, you'll have weaker or stronger jellies, or ones that are certain colors, shapes, or have different traits.
Okay.
Also, we are going to have mods. It was in the main menu, but it's grayed out because we don't have it enabled or anything. but people can add their own items, different kinds of jellies. They could add graphics to the game.
Okay.
So it's going to be, ideally, it's going to be very accessible for lots of different people to add content to the game and to maybe change things that they want to change.
Okay. Sorry if I compare it a little bit to Pokemon as well.
Yeah.
So are there trainers that you get better over time, or special quest lines which put you through the game?
Yeah, so we'll have that kind of progression. Also with the competitions, certain parts of the month it's either going to be certain weeks of the month or certain months. You're going to have different competitions available. And during special times of those competitions, there'll be the professional competitor, and he'll have the much stronger jelly and things like that, and you have to compete a lot harder to win against them.
Okay.
So.
Is there a level up system for your character as well, or just for the jellies?
For the character, we are going to have like different kinds of book bags that lets you go faster, maybe sacrifice your capacity and things like that. We are also considering having different kinds of flutes with different effects, but we haven't finalized that yet.
There you can buy something?
Yeah, so, well, he's more of just a poop buyer. He buys poop from you.
Okay.
The bush. And our actual store, which we're still working on the UI, of course, it's an alpha, but this is the actual guy who sells you things.
So the chat is asking if there is a farming system where you can plant or harvest some stuff.
Currently, there isn't. We've been talking about it a bit, but we're not sure if we're going to put that in. It would be nice to have like the plants in the farm and stuff like that. We're not sure yet.
Yeah, maybe thing that you can have, that you can plant to feed it to your jellies as well.
Yeah.
So you harvest it by yourself and don't have to find it in the world or buy it.
Yeah, I'd like that, but I don't want to say we're gonna have something and then not have it.
Sure.
I might say something and then Tom's like, I can't put that in the game. Don't put
that. It's getting bigger and bigger every time.
Yeah, it's getting bigger and bigger. What are you doing? You do the art. Don't worry about the features. So, would you like the controller back?
And if you want to collect all jellies, you want to catch them all, how long would you say does it take to finish the game, actually?
Oh, finish the game. It's hard to say now since we're still early in development. But we'd like it to be a longer game. Like individual jellies, they live about 60 hours. It's either 30 or 60 hours real time. Currently, a day in the game is, I believe, 2 hours.
Okay.
So we have day and night, and so they'll live about a month in the game.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And you have to come back for different times, different seasons to get at them all.
Yeah. I don't know that we're going to have seasons in the final game. It depends on how long we have to develop and what kind of funding, or not funding, but development situation we're in next year. But we would like to have seasons. We've been talking about that a lot. So.
Would be sweet.
It would. It would. So yeah, these are some of the items you can't get until certain times of day. It's a flower that lets you dye your jellies a certain color. I'll just go to the nighttime now, just so we can see that.
I guess it's getting dark then.
Yeah, it is. It's getting a little bit into the dawn.
You can skip or fast forward time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Damn, I checked the left bed and it said it wasn't mine, but I didn't check the right bed. Okay.
Yeah, you just walk into the bed and it'll bring up that menu there. So yeah, so now it's nighttime.
Okay, sweet. Good evening.
Something's going on. Yep.
And then there are special flus in the night, I guess.
One more time?
there are special creatures or flus in the night that you can collect only there.
Yeah, so in the final game, we're going to have it changed based on the time of day, what's available as far as jellies and the items. Also, of course, there's going to be NPCs with their own schedules. So, maybe some like to take walks at night or something, or you have to meet somewhere, someplace secret at night or something like that. And you'll get those time-based events going on.
And I really like the graphic style,
thank you.
I have to say. So it's very cute.
Oh, good. That's what I was hoping for. Yeah, this is what it looks like at night. Just walk around. Mr. Jelly there.
Which games inspired your graphical art?
So, in this case, it would be Legend of Zelda, the 2D ones.
Okay, that was the first thing that comes to my mind as I saw the game.
Yeah,
it looked a little bit like the old Zeldas.
Right, and a bit as far as the stylization, I would say Animal Crossing as well, in terms of the environment art. Go back and. Got Jelly still floating back. And yeah, they do sleep at night, except for this one, of course, who was the, I guess he's just not tired yet. But anyways, they will go to sleep.
And can you show something more with interaction with your pets? Or
Sure. So if you go up to a jelly, you can feed them to different items. And what we'll do here is give them 2 of these, which take quite a while for the jelly to digest. So we'll feed it the 2 corpse caps.
Okay.
And what we'll do after that is give it the join quirk. And what that'll do is...
And that is the stomach, I guess.
Yeah, that is the stomach there.
Okay.
So then we can get this item here that is the combination of those 2 items.
Okay.
And feed it back to the jelly. Oops. Okay. I'm going to just drop it down. Here we go. And now it's going to eat. It's going to get both of those effects from those items at one time in a lot shorter amount of time. And what else? We got the morph curb. And what we can do is we'll feed the jelly that, another mushroom, and then we'll feed it the morph curb. And what that'll do is it'll create the alchemic version of that item, whatever it turns into, which is the bub here, which increases or reduces happiness.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's basically an alchemy tree in the game. So depending on what you transmute, it turns into something else down the tree. And usually if it's an item that has like a bad effect, if you eat it, that's kind of the exchange you get. You can get the next kind of item without spending any crystals, but you kind of have to sacrifice some other ability of the jelly. Make it unhappy or hungry or something like that.
And is it try and find out, or you can read it somewhere in a encyclopedia, I would say.
Yeah, so in the final game...
Or in a wiki.
Right. So
searching for words.
So that actually reminds me of 2 things. So right now, this is the notebook, and the notebook is going to have a lot of information in it. It'll have entries on the NPCs. It'll have encyclopedia for your items. It'll have, of course, for the jellies, all the information there. So that's where you'll be able to see a lot of the items and what they turn into and things. Unfortunately, in this build, we don't have it implemented yet, but that's one of the things we're hoping to get in as soon as possible. Also, when you mentioned the wiki, currently with modding, depending on your game, it's either easier or much, much harder to get information on how to actually mod the game. What we're doing is, as we're building the game, the documentation updates itself. So you'll be able to go right to our alchemiccutie.com website and access the modding wiki there, and it should have all the examples and all the information there. So you don't have to just start changing things on a text document and see how it what changes. Yeah. So hopefully it's as painless as we can make it for people to add more to the game.
So if you plan to release it sometime in the future,
yes,
2019, only in English or translated to German or other languages as well?
We are looking at, currently we don't have specific plans for translation, just because it's very early and we don't know how much time we're even going to be able at this time. But we would like to have translations, and Tom, the programmer, he's been working on trying to figure out how to make that as easy as possible. with changing frameworks in the game and stuff to handle the text. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we'd like it to be. We're not 100% on what languages it would be. Yeah.
Yeah, for me personally, it's easier if it's German. It's my native language, so I don't have to go to Google Translate and figure out what it means.
Yeah, I would like for it to be translated as well. Especially, I would be interested to see how different things translate as far as the dialogue. Like, oh, this joke doesn't work. Maybe it needs to be said something different.
I guess that's the hard part for translation to transfer language jokes. And I guess German is sometimes much longer from the sentences, so we need bigger text boxes as well.
It'd be interesting too if we ever ended up doing it in like Japanese or some other language that doesn't use the Roman characters, then we would or Latin characters, whatever. That would be a challenge, but I think we'd be able to figure out if that ended up being the situation.
Is there anything other you want to tell us about the game right now? Maybe some questions don't come to my mind, so I ask you if you want to tell us something.
No, I just want to remind people that they can play this build of the game right now if they go and sign up to the alpha on our website, alchemiccutie.com. So you just go on there, you sign up to the Alchemic Cutie Club, and you'll get an email telling you where to download it. And
do you have a feedback forum where the user can write their opinion or maybe critics or something?
Yes, we actually have been getting feedback already on our Discord, which you'll get the link to from the email for your invite. We've had a lot of people messaging in there, and Tom has been over the past couple days been like, oh gosh, I gotta fix this, I gotta fix that. And so he's been busy. It's been he's been doing a lot, and he's been really good. So he's been fixing a lot of things. So
also, wie gesagt, alchemiccutie.com, runterladen, anmelden, spielen und gegebenenfalls Feedback geben, wenn ihr die Entwicklung mitverfolgen wollt, noch was tun wollt. Wie gesagt, ihr könnt es halt eben selber antesten, von daher nicht nur einfach zugucken, sondern eben vielleicht selber mal antesten. I call the people to try your game out and get feedback.
Dankeschön.
So, I hope it's getting well, or being well at the end when it's published. So, my girlfriend liked Pokemon games, so I guess she will heading out and try it. So, myself, I'm not so the Pokemon guy. I've never played one. Maybe I'm too old for this, but I like the graphic style very much. So, I'm heading out and watch over her shoulder when she will play it, and I hope she's having fun.
Me too.
Something else you can show us at the end, maybe?
No, I think that's pretty much it for now. A lot of it is just about figuring out what the jellies do and things like that. So,
Do they have special or different attack types?
There's no combat.
No combat.
No combat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just the raising, the breeding to get stronger jellies, finding the items, talking to the NPCs.
Okay. So more chill out exploration kind of game.
Yeah. If you come back from work and you don't necessarily want to get amped up playing Call of Duty or something, you can play this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no 360 no scoping of the jellies. They're all.
I'm not a shooter guy, so I'm very bad at playing shooter. I have no aim and no. So that's not for me.
Yeah. So this is a relaxing game.
Okay.
Again, Alchemic Cutie, Pokemon. You can play at your own pace and really explore and chat with the NPCs.
Is there a mini map for navigation and find your way?
There will be, but it's small enough at now. The whole game area in the alpha that we don't have it in yet.
But planned for the full version. Okay.
Yeah, you definitely need
a map. I don't find my way, so I don't find the way to the closet as well. So I need a map. Without map, I'm lost.
This is a lot smaller than the original, the final game is going to be. So there should be there's going to be a map.
Okay.
To be able to get around.
So, I would say, pretty sweet first impression.
Oh, thank you.
I hope. you have luck and will finish the game bug-free in the end at 2 nights
Yes.
and can publish it as well. So head and download it and play it for yourself. Alchemiccutie.com.
Yes, thank you.
And gonna catch them all, I would say.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you.